Hurricane Melissa rapidly intensifies into the world's strongest super typhoon. Rainfall exceeds 1,000 millimeters, ladies and gentlemen, over the Caribbean Sea. A region familiar with powerful storms each rainy season, an unprecedented weather phenomenon is unfolding. Hurricane Melissa, which just a few days ago was only a weak tropical disturbance, has now explosively intensified into a Category 5 super hurricane, with sustained winds reaching 280 km/h, gusts surpassing 320 km/h, and a central pressure of only 915 HPAI. According to the U.S. National Hurricane Center, NHC, Melissa is officially the strongest hurricane on Earth in 2025, breaking all previous records of this Atlantic hurricane season. The latest satellite images show a perfectly round eye about 18 km wide, surrounded by a thick and symmetrical ring of convective clouds, a feature seen only in extremely powerful super hurricanes. Meteorologists note that Melissa's rapid intensification is among the fastest in Caribbean history, soaring from Category 1 to Category 5 in just 36 hours. Sea surface temperatures in the Caribbean currently exceed 30 to 35 degrees, combined with high mid-level humidity and low wind shear, creating a perfect environment for the storm to explode almost without limit. Many experts describe Melissa as an ocean monster, displaying the full might of nature. According to the latest forecasts, the eye of Hurricane Melissa will pass directly over Jamaica today, then move northwestward, sweeping across eastern Cuba on the morning of October 29th, the Bahamas in the afternoon of the same day, and near Bermuda on the night of October 30th to early October 31st. As it moves northward, Melissa is expected to encounter cooler air and stronger winds over the North Atlantic, gradually weakening and possibly transitioning into an extratropical cyclone. However, before this process begins, Jamaica and Cuba will face the most devastating impacts. Ocean waves higher than 4 meters, storm surges exceeding 4 meters along Jamaica's southern coast, and torrential rainfall reaching up to 1,000 millimeters in the Blue Mountains area of eastern Jamaica are all anticipated. As of this morning, the outer rain bands and the first strong winds of the super hurricane have begun sweeping through Kingston and southern coastal regions. Hundreds of temporary houses have lost their roofs, trees have been uprooted, and many coastal areas have been cut off by storm surge and high tides. The Jamaican government has declared a national state of emergency and issued mandatory evacuation orders for residents in low-lying and coastal flood-prone areas. All commercial flights to and from Jamaica have been canceled. Power and communication systems in many areas have been disrupted, while government emergency shelters have opened to accommodate over 50,000 residents. According to preliminary statistics, at least 7 people have died in Haiti, Jamaica, and the Dominican Republic due to flash floods, landslides, and structural collapses caused by intense winds. In Jamaica alone, rainfall in the past 24 hours has exceeded 600 millimeters, and the local meteorological agency estimates total rainfall could reach 1,000 by the time the storm dissipates, especially across the eastern and southeastern parts of the island. These torrential downpours are not only causing widespread flooding, but also heightening the risk of severe landslides in mountainous areas where saturated soil and steep slopes prevail. In eastern Cuba, rainfall is forecasted to range from 400 to 600 millimeters, while Haiti could receive up to 300 millimeters, raising widespread flood concerns across the region. Authorities warn that while Melissa's violent winds are destructive, the greatest danger comes from water. Storm surges and flooding could severely damage infrastructure, transportation systems, and national power grids. Many bridges, coastal roads, and seawalls in Jamaica could be completely destroyed if the storm's eye passes with maximum wind strength. Neighboring countries, including Cuba, Haiti, the Bahamas, and Dominica, have activated their highest-level disaster response plans, suspended all marine and fishing operations, and mobilized rescue, medical, and logistics forces, ready to respond immediately after the storm passes. International organizations such as the United Nations, the Red Cross, and the European Humanitarian Aid Agency have announced readiness to provide emergency relief supplies, including clean water, food, medicine, and generators, to Jamaica and other directly affected islands. Meanwhile, international airlines have advised passengers to avoid traveling to the Caribbean, at least until the end of this week, to prevent being stranded by airport closures and extreme weather. Climate experts assert that Melissa's explosive formation and intensification are direct consequences of global warming. Sea surface temperatures in the Caribbean are at record highs, averaging 30 to 31.5 degrees, supplying enormous energy for condensation and convection. The latest research from the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, shows that the number of storms reaching super hurricane intensity worldwide has doubled over the past 40 years, and tropical regions like the Caribbean will increasingly face greater risks as this trend continues. Beyond the physical destruction, Melissa serves as a stark reminder of humanity's fragility before nature. As global climate change drives more extreme weather, investments in early warning systems, climate-resilient urban planning, and community disaster education have become more critical than ever. Experts advise residents currently living in Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, and the Bahamas to stay inside safe shelters. Prepare enough drinking water, food, medicine, and backup power for at least 3 days, and absolutely avoid going outdoors during the storm. Do not attempt to travel through flooded or landslide-prone areas. Those abroad planning to visit the Caribbean this week are urged to postpone their trips, closely monitor official weather updates, and follow instructions from local authorities. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Hurricane Melissa is considered one of the most catastrophic storms in Jamaica's history and could leave devastating consequences across the Caribbean region. While the world continues to grapple with the growing impacts of climate change, Melissa once again demonstrates that nature no longer follows the old patterns humanity once knew. This is not just a hurricane, but a solemn reminder of our collective responsibility to protect our planet. We will continue to closely monitor Hurricane Melissa's developments and bring you the latest updates in our upcoming bulletins. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any critical weather updates. Our prayers and blessings go out to the people of Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, and the entire Caribbean region in this time of trial. Now, here is the detailed forecast for different regions. Ladies and gentlemen, weather conditions across the United States today show clear contrasts between regions, with a general trend of dry conditions in the east, cool weather in the north, and scattered rain in the south. According to the latest update from the U.S. National Weather Service, NWS, a cool air mass is covering much of the country, bringing comfortable weather to many states, while in the central and southern regions, isolated thunderstorms may develop by late afternoon. In the Pacific Northwest, including Washington, Oregon, and Northern California, the weather is generally stable today. Skies are partly cloudy with light sunshine, and temperatures range from 8 to 15 degrees, 46-59 degrees. Mornings and evenings are chilly, with mountain areas possibly dropping below 5 degrees C. Light winds and moderate humidity create favorable outdoor conditions, though residents are advised to carry warm clothing when traveling early in the morning or late at night due to large day-night temperature variations. Moving to the Midwest and Great Plains, including Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and surrounding areas, a moist cloud band is moving through, bringing chances of light showers and cool winds. Daytime temperatures stay moderate between 12 to 18 degrees, though it may feel colder due to gusty winds. Some areas in South Dakota and Minnesota may experience morning fog, reducing visibility on interstate highways. Meteorologists urge caution for drivers and note that nighttime temperatures could drop below 7 degrees C in some places. Across the Northeast, including New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and the New England region, the weather is expected to be generally pleasant. Early clouds or light drizzle may occur, but by afternoon skies will clear with sunshine and temperatures will range between 10 and 20 degrees. This is considered typical autumn weather, ideal for outdoor walks, leaf peeping, or community activities. However, by evening, Atlantic breezes will bring a noticeable chill. Residents are advised to wear light jackets, especially the elderly and young children. In the south and southeast, including Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Gulf Coast states, the weather remains warm and humid. Cloudy skies and scattered showers are expected during the afternoon, especially along the Florida and Louisiana coasts. Daytime highs range from 26 to 30 degrees and high humidity increases the feeling of heat. Thunderstorms may redevelop at night due to surface heating. Experts warn of lightning and localized strong wind gusts, advising people to secure loose outdoor items and for fishermen in the Gulf of Mexico to monitor forecasts and limit trips offshore within the next 24 hours. On the West Coast, including California, Nevada, and Arizona, conditions remain dry and sunny, with daytime highs reaching 32 to 34 degrees Celsius in Southern California. However, temperatures drop quickly at night, with day-night differences up to 15 degrees. Residents should take precautions during evening activities. Along the Sierra Nevada, winds are light and dry and wildfire risk remains moderate, so caution is urged during outdoor activities that could spark fires. Overall, no major storm or extreme weather alerts have been issued across the United States today. However, meteorological agencies emphasize that rapid weather changes remain possible in the Midwest and southern regions. Many states will stay dry through the week, while light rain may return early next week. Residents are encouraged to continue following local forecasts, especially before long-distance travel or outdoor events. In general, the United States is entering a typical transitional weather phase, cooler in the north, humid in the south, and dry in the west. This contrast gives each region its own seasonal character, but also calls for greater awareness and adaptability to daily temperature changes. Wherever you are, it's important to dress appropriately, maintain good health, and stay safe as weather conditions can shift unexpectedly.